This is a mental health check-in for men. The reason why you need to look at your relationship again and prioritize well-being. That's what we're talking about on this podcast. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Okay, so we are talking mental health today for a lot of reasons. And majorly, men's mental health has been said to be a silent crisis, because in America alone, it's said that 40% of men don't talk about their mental health at all. I think their statistic is far better, because I think that is worse off right here in Africa, right? Stand to be corrected. So mental health is so key, and for me, that's the foundation of every other part of our health, right? As we have stepped into this new year, it's not just a resolution about the body alone, but we have to check in for the mind also, and this is a very crucial topic. My name is Chisom Mutibiaka. If today is your first time listening in, thank you, welcome. And today we are looking at how do you embrace this year with much more resilience and a healthy mindset. That's what we're talking about this. So men's health check-in, how to deal with relationship challenges and prioritizing well-being. Now, first of all, why is mental health even important? Why is your well-being mentally important? If we don't acknowledge the significance of mental health, it will go like one of those topics. It will look like one of those cliche topics that are getting popular, but it's not, because what happens to our mental health show in our physiology. It shows in our physical body. Just like you care for your physical health, nurturing your mental well-being is so key if you want to be balanced and you want to have a fulfilled life. Actually, it's a sign of weakness if you cannot talk about mental health struggles and all of that. So secondly, let's look at how to understand our relationships, and when you look at how they bring us joy or how they bring us challenges. Because your relationship with your girl, with your woman, with your wife, with your girlfriend, with your fiancé, whatever, is going to be a major source of mental stress to you or joy. So whether you're facing issues with your partner or even just a family member or a friend, you have to recognize and address these challenges courageously if you want to maintain a mental balance and equilibrium. You know what I mean? So you have to recognize your relationship challenges. That's one way to check in on your mental health, right? We have established the fact that mental health or mental well-being is very important. Now you have to check in on the things that are stressing you mentally, relationships now that are stressing you mentally or bringing you joy. You have to identify them. Now let's move on to the third. This one is a harder part, right? Open conversations and being vulnerable. Being vulnerable means being able to talk about how you feel without feeling like you are not supposed to say them. You have to break the stigma. It's a stigma in the men world in general, and that's the problem that is also in the mental health world in general. Being able to open up on how we feel, being able to say, this is how I feel, even if you think it's disempowering, just being human, just being connected to your humanity, expressing your feelings, especially when you're facing relationship challenges, because they can lead to deep issues. And when you're able to open up, it will also create a deeper connection with people and help you get away from the emotional burdens you would have carried if you didn't speak up. This is very important. So this is one thing you have to make up your mind to begin to do from now henceforth. Openly talk about how you feel and don't be afraid to say your feelings, right? Another thing that we have to look in as we are checking in mentally is to also identify and seek for professional support. So many times we have issues, we talk to friends maybe, and then we feel like we are fine. If the issues are still there, this is the time for you to, for your sake, the same way you save phone numbers of police hotline, fire service hotline, you have to save numbers of professionals who can help you. Yeah, so that when you need them, you have them on a call. Therapists, counselors, or places that you can get help without being judged. Safe spaces so that you can open up on your emotion, can develop good coping strategies, and also understand how to get through relationship challenges. This is so important for you. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness at all. Not weakness, right? Of course, the fifth part of our check-in mentally is that you need to prioritize self-care. This has always come up, and this is so important because sometimes as men, you are busy taking care of everybody in your corner, especially the women in your life, your mom, your sisters, your associates, your work colleagues, but you are depriving yourself to take care of all of these people. Incorporating your self-care practices must become a routine that you must adhere to, because you are equally important, if not more important than all the people you're thinking are more important than you, really. Yeah. So whether it is understanding how to meditate, how to connect with your core, exercise, engage in hobbies. If you're too busy that you don't have a hobby, it will affect you, right? So pick up your hobby, and these are things that will contribute to your mental well-being. Remember that taking care of yourself is not selfish. No, it's not. It's a necessity for you to build healthy relationships so that you don't go snapping at people that you love and being, very cranky and touchy. So another thing we need to check in on is must set healthy boundaries. See, I see this all the time. You are constantly, on the oh yes band. You are constantly allowing everybody to ask for everything and get it. You're constantly accepting every invitation because you don't want people to feel bad. You have to learn to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. It's very important for your mental health. Yeah, you must communicate why you can't do certain things. If you're stressed out, there's no need attending that function. It doesn't matter who it is about. You need to communicate your needs and your limitations when you're in relationships. Don't be the man that your girl just thinks that you're the Superman. You're always everywhere for her. You're going to break down. And when you break down, there are other men that you can also leech on. You don't want that to happen to you. I see this happen a lot. It's becoming so common that we are not saying it, right? Ensure that there's a balance in your exchange of power. Be giving to who is giving back to you. Give to who is going back to you. This is very important for your emotional well-being and for your mental health in general. Set healthy boundaries. Let people know at what time of the day you go to bed that you can't pick up calls. Let people know why you can't attend certain functions. Let people know at this time you don't need meetings. Let people know certain things they can't say in your presence. That kind of thing. Very, very important. Another thing we need to check in on is mindfulness and how to reduce stress. Oh God. This one is, especially the stress part. This part is almost like every adult's demon, right? So it looks like, oh, we don't know how to shed off this. But I was just having a conversation today with my husband, and I just realized that, wait, when people are brought into hospital, hospital emergency, and they are admitted, so what were the things that we were stressing about before they came to the hospital and their life shut down in particular? And if they are lucky, they have loved ones around them, it cushions the effect a little. But then what happens to all of the things that are stressing you out that you can no longer move to go see? They keep going on, or at least they take a pause. So you have to be mindful, first of all. There are mindfulness techniques. You can browse on YouTube here, find mindfulness exercises you can engage in. They help you to connect to your core and just keep your head clear, so they can manage stress, and it will help you promote mental clarity. You can free up your mind. Practices like deep breathing, practice deep breathing. I haven't been doing that for a while. I think sometimes I need to also get back to, deep breathing is one, meditation, yoga. And no, don't come to me with that yoga is not whatever. No, a lot of people attach a certain sentiment to yoga. During yoga, you meditate on the things that you believe in. You don't have to take another person's value system. So these are some of the powerful tools you can use: deep breathing, meditation, yoga, when you're trying to get through the challenges of life and the things that life throw at you. You have to reduce stress at all times. Of course, take rest, appropriate rest. Make sure that you know when to disconnect and when to connect, and communicate it. Don't be afraid to say, no, I can't do this. You are not Superman. Yeah. Now, another thing we need to check in on is how you connect with people who support you. You need to have a healthy dose of people who are supportive, as friends, as family. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking that because people are family, they are your support. Family members can sometimes be a trigger for stress for you. So they can't be in your network of support, if you know what I mean. So you have to choose carefully people who are in your network, people who we can always rely on. That's what I mean. And they don't have to be a lot of people, right? You need to find them. You need to nurture that relationship so that you know that you give them and they give you back the energy in return. People you can share your experiences with, people you can seek advice from, people you trust. you trust that they cannot mislead you. They will give you valuable perspective about things you're going through, and they will support you emotionally during tough times. This is very important. Another thing we need to check in on is what our goals are. Yeah, so this is a new year and it's a good opportunity to self-reflect and set goals. So first, start by identifying areas that you need personal growth. By personal growth, and knowing that you need to improve on. You need to go for anger management class, please do. You need to read more books on a particular topic, please do. You need to take online courses on a particular skill, please do. All of that. And also in your relationship, the girl you're currently with, if you're not married yet, is she really who you want to spend the rest of your life with? If it has been no, you know it is no. Why not call the relationship quit now? Don't waste your time further and waste hers, right? So you have to be reflecting and telling yourself the truth and think of your individual well-being. And when you're setting your goals, make sure that they are realistic. Don't set goals that are so highfalutin that when you don't hit it, there's something about hoping and hoping something happens and it doesn't happen. It kind of it removes the muscle that helps you to keep setting goals. It dampens your journey. So set realistic goals that contribute to a positive and fulfilling mental state. Another thing we need to talk about in checking in is resilience. You need to cultivate resilience. I understand that facing challenges is part of life. A lot of people run away from challenges, run away from pain. And even for children, I teach them, you can't run away from pain as long as you're in life. You can't run away from challenges. So cultivating resilience is so important. What is resilience? Be the ability to stick to something, to stick through the long haul, to be able to get things done no matter what comes your way. Yeah. So how do you do that? Look at setbacks as opportunities for growth. Don't give up at any slight challenge. You give up and blame other people, and no, keep doing it and you're going to see yourself grow. It's like stretching a rubber band. You're going to see yourself grow. You have to learn from experiences. You must not experience everything, but learn from other people's experiences as well as yours. And be quick to accept change. When something is changing, when something is going differently, embrace change. Find out, be the first person to adapt to change, right? And be positive. Don't always look at the glass half empty. Look at it as half full. Be someone who has a positive outlook to life. All these are sort of things that will contribute to your mental strength. Mental strength is the backbone to keeping a healthy physical body, to keeping good relationships, and making your mental health a priority is so important. It will help you to stay courageous, to self-reflect and commit to your well-being, no matter the challenges that you face in your relationship or in your finances in any way. And I think that this is something that we can work on together, right? Let me know in the comment section what you think, or if you have any questions, also drop in the comment section. And if you haven't liked this video yet, please like it so that this video can go out to more men, so that we can start the year together strong and able, right? Until I come your way again, please don't forget to subscribe. Catch you in the next pod.